moment. I am present in this moment. I choose to be clear and focused. I align with what I really want. In my clarity and focus, I remember my power and my worth. I allow blessings to flow to me. I receive with ease. I appreciate every miracle in each moment. We got two major arcanas here, and then we got the Three of Swords, and then we got the Moon card. So this is nice. This is nice. So, in the past, there was a lesson that you weren't learning with the Hierophant in reverse. With the Death and Rebirth card here, this is you going through a rebirth cycle when it's in reverse for me. And just based on this spread, and what's reversing or what you're rebirthing into is healing, Three of Swords in reverse. And then the Moon, clarity, illumination about why a path was being blocked, about why something wasn't happening. And then we have a release, and then we have action. King of Wands, someone could be connecting to a fire sign, okay? Doesn't have to be. We have King of Wands, and we have the Lovers, which is Gemini energy. So we have here maybe a divine partnership with someone. Let's look at these three cards first, okay? Sure. I don't know if you heard me, Leslie. I was saying that my son got COVID. That's what happened, if you're wondering. I'm not ignoring you. I said it. You probably just didn't hear me. Look at the little picture I took yesterday. This filter made me look like a little baby. I don't have lashes on, so I look I always feel like I look crazy without lashes. I forgot that I took that picture. But we do got slots open. Let's dive into this collective message. We are divinely protected. And I want you to say this. I am divinely protected. Say it 3 times. I am divinely protected. I am divinely protected. No harm that comes against me, or any attempts of harm that comes against me shall prosper. Okay. Let's clarify the Hierophant Taurus energy. Now, Hierophant rules, the Hierophant is tied to Mars and Taurus, right? So we know that Taurus is the second house, and this talks about values, beliefs, and this is about hierarchy. This is about society, elders, following the rules. And, there's an unspoken rule with the Hierophant card that we all abide by, right? Everybody has a set of unspoken rules that they abide by. Some examples could be like, things that tie to integrity, especially in interpersonal relationships, family, like that unspoken rule that I have my family's back no matter what, right? Or following a set of standards, right, based on perceived rules that are put there by the elders in the hierarchy, people that you may look up to, or people that are looked up to in society. So there's rules we follow that are set up as far as a set of structures, and then we have the unspoken rules, which are just rules that we go by based off of our own beliefs and conditionings. So, like bro code or friend code, or, just different things that you just don't do because of just your belief systems. And like I said, it's different. Everybody's going to have a different set of rules, beliefs, and conditioning that they go by. But then there's this, and there's this interpersonal relationships that we have where you have rules and structure, and then you have societal types of rules and structures like laws, right? You got to abide by certain laws, abide by certain familial traditions. So this card covers all of that. It also covers contracts, commitments, institutions, school, higher learning. But a lot of people don't talk about the Mars aspect of the Hierophant card. And Mars is the planet of war. Mars is a planet that talks about conflicts and challenges, but it's also a planet that helps for you to find willpower and determination and to be ambitious and to be able to fight and stand up for yourself. So, sometimes when the Hierophant's in reverse, this is about standing up to certain rules that you don't agree with anymore, or rebelling, okay, against certain structures and constructs that don't resonate with you anymore, right? So this card sometimes can signify unconventionality, like doing something unconventional, like same sex, right? Polygamy, things that don't kind of fall into rules, the unspoken ones or the ones that are set up based off of your, like I said, the hierarchy around you. So family, your elders, the people you look up to, or society. So when we see it in reverse, there's a rebellion, right? Or there's people not following the rules here. Like, you're not supposed to cheat on me because we're in a relationship, we're committed, right? Or you shouldn't date the same sex, or you shouldn't date outside of your race, or you shouldn't date somebody that don't make the same amount of money as you, whatever, right? This is what this card represents, but it's in reverse. It also represents, not learning a lesson because you're rebelling against certain rules or certain structure constructs, right? And this is all based off of your level of awareness, and that's why I'm bringing up the different aspects of this card, because for some of you guys, this would be, relationships. This could be family. This could be work. This card could represent a job and you're rebelling and you're not following the rules at work, right? Or you're taking an unconventional approach when it comes to something that you're committed to, or there's a lack of commitment to it. There's something here that has been signified in the past. Now, because some of these cards are alluding to love or emotions, because the moon and the three of swords is here, something that happened in the past has created some sort of wound. But your future potential is saying that this wound is being released, this pain is being released, or something's being healed. So this is saying to me that whatever caused the wound started in this Hierophant energy. So a lot of you guys, this is familial, this family, okay? The way you were raised, what you were taught to believe. It could be a relationship, right? It could be a belief system, like what you believe to be true at some point, okay? And you're realizing that that belief doesn't serve you anymore. So let's dive into that. Clarify the Hierophant in reverse. So I was talking about Mars in the second house. Now the second house is Taurus, is ruled by Venus, and that talks about your values, your self-esteem, what you value. And sometimes what we value can be tangible. It could be very materialistic, right? And it could be how we value ourselves. Sometimes this card can tie to values and beliefs based off of what you have, right? What you have, what you own. So Spirit saying we're talking about a masculine here. So this is surrounding a masculine energy in your life that has experienced a set of circumstances and has to pay has had some sort of consequence. Okay, because this is alluding to the fact that whatever this consequence was, it's leading to this Three of Swords energy. And this is a severance, to be honest with you. So they're saying this masculine here is a mutual symbiotic. And for me, mutual symbiotic is that it represents two people that are on the same page, two people that have the same shared values. See, because this is what I'm talking about. So just to let you know that I'm in alignment to what this card is pulling out. Same beliefs, same goals. So at some point, he was sharing beliefs, goals with somebody that he may have aligned with in a commitment, or family members, friends, society, somebody, parents. He was aligned to their belief systems and values. Okay, mutual. There's mutual symbiotic people that believe the same thing as him, that operated the same way he operated, or he aligned himself with those people because at some point he shared those values that they shared. Hi, Hagar. Okay. I feel like there's a mosquito in my house. I got my legs covered, but I think that is trying to get me. Bottom of the deck, we have obstacles. So the obstacle is you and him don't share these same values. Obstacles are blessed opportunities for growth. You and him did not share the same values because they're letting me know his values are unconventional to you. And this doesn't mean that his values are wrong. It means that his values and your values were not aligned whenever you was connecting to him, whether that was in the past, which this represents, or presently or in the future. It's just implying that there was a point in your connection where you guys didn't have the same values, the same beliefs. And that goes for everybody you connect with. You're not going to always have the same values and beliefs as everyone. You may believe religiously the same, but you may not have the same values and beliefs when it comes to relationships, when it comes to abiding by certain rules. Like, for example, your value may be that I don't cheat, right? I'm faithful. When I'm with somebody, I'm with that person. I'm loyal to that person. This person's values may be, I like to have people on the side. You see what I'm saying? So there was a difference in values and beliefs, but his values and beliefs are changing because this is what the death card is telling me. Clarify the death card, because he had to go through an obstacle to learn new values and beliefs. So whatever he had to learn is tied to this Hierophant energy there. So it could be tied to an actual Taurus person. Okay. And if it's not a Taurus person, it could be a Libra. It could be an Aries because of that Mars. Or someone has a Mars in Taurus. This could signify different things here, but I'm not going to go deep into placements. Now, I've already told you that the moon represents that something's being exposed. Let me leave the moon out since that was the bottom of the deck energy. See, the same cards are still here, so I'm going to put them out. And remember, the King of Wands was connected to the Lover's energy, but I'm going to put the King of Wands back into the deck. And like I said, for some of you guys, it could be an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius, but it doesn't have to be. But the King of Wands represents the masculine. And if he's operating as the King of Wands, he has a decision to make, okay? That's what they showed me before I started their spread. But let's talk about this death and rebirth. Now, when we have these cards, because I pulled 3 cards from the bottom just to get an idea of the underbelly. And the underbelly, I used to refer to this a lot when I used to do my 8-card spreads. I used to be like underbelly. So if you guys remember back then, I used to always talk about give me the underbelly. This is the stuff that subconsciously you don't see. You see surface level, right? Or that you don't show. So on the conscious level, or what's hidden from you, right? Because it could actually be hidden from you. This masculine may not want you to know this, is that there was an inability to let go of something. The moon, the Page of Wands in reverse, and the 9 of Wands. There was a fear of letting go or opening up. Because I could read this 9 of Wands as a wall, right? I got a wall up, right? But for why? Because the moon is indicative of a fear, but the fear has to be exposed. And they're saying what's being exposed is that this person is afraid of taking some sort of risk or starting something new or speaking up or letting something go. Because this could be blocked. This card, this ending, because this is a 9, this says something needs to be released. Chip on this person's shoulder, a releasing of a resistance, a releasing of defeatist attitude. Like this could be easily giving up on shit. There is something blocking a new beginning, and this is indicative of someone having to release something here. So let's see with the death and rebirth. Sometimes it's saying, I'm afraid. But in a relationship reading, this is good because this is like someone wanting to rebirth something. Let's clarify it. Wow. Okay, so the Knight of Swords and the King of Swords. Okay, so this is when the masculine is operating from the mental space. This is logic and reason. So what he has to do is overcome his fear of speaking or doing something. He's thinking about it, but he doesn't want to be impulsive. Sometimes in reverse, it is that this is very impulsive. But because I see the king right under it, this is saying that he's coming from this energy and he's moving into king status. So he's coming from the Knight of Swords and moving into the King of Swords. So this is important. But look what trails the King of Swords. It's the Seven of Swords. Now, this is telling me that this masculine is thinking about doing something. Okay. And he could be thinking about being deceptive, or he could be thinking about avoiding something, because the Seven of Swords is about avoidance sometimes. It's not always about being sneaky. It is a card of deception, but this could be self-deception. He's trying to gain clarity because these cards are in the underbelly. This is the subconscious. He's thinking, do I avoid telling the truth? Do I avoid speaking up? Do I avoid making this decision? Right? Do I keep staying in denial because I'm afraid? Knight of Swords. Now, this combination could be that this person's a narcissist. Okay? Doesn't have to be. We got the Two of Cups under it. Let's clarify. Tell me why he's coming up with the Knight of Swords, King of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. Spirit says I need to trust in the divine plan at this time. We have a parasitic symbiotic. It says one person benefits while the other is depleted of energy. So there is somebody deceptive here. And it's because they're not there. So this is parasitic because you're dealing with somebody that is not coming towards you, not communicating or avoiding you, okay, and not telling you how they feel. This could be someone maybe lying to you. It could be an air sign, doesn't have to be, okay? Or lying to themselves. Knowing that there's deception in a relationship, knowing that they're being deceptive. What are they being deceptive about? Clarify the King of Swords. Yeah. See, we have a betrayal. Obstacles. See, thinking about a betrayal. See, I'm telling you, he's thinking about doing something. He's in his mind. Get out of your head and get into your heart. He could even be thinking about how he betrayed you. He could be thinking about how he was behaving in this energy of the Seven of Swords. Because Seven of Swords is about reflecting. The Seven of Swords is a reflecting card. Anytime you see a seven, it's about reflecting, thinking, looking back. But this could be someone being very calculated in their reflection. This could be someone here is thinking about making some sort of decision, or avoiding making a decision, avoiding hitting something head on, because they may have been deceptive. So he could be like, oh, I want to speak, but I don't know how to come in and have this conversation because I was okay, or I'm staying in this relationship. It's very unconventional, but I'm staying because of whatever. And this could be why he's in this deceptive energy, because he could be staying in a relationship that is very one-sided. That he's staying there for whatever reason. It's telling me it's fear. They're saying it's fear. I'm gonna pull out another deck to see what this fear is about. Let's get the hidden truth out. What is he afraid of? Because remember, we're talking about a masculine here. What is he afraid of? We both know that I'm not the one for you. So he's afraid that he's not good enough, or he's not the one, okay? That you don't want him. That's why he's avoiding you. And it's because of his behavior, because he was behaving like this, being very cold, very detached. And it could be true. He could realize that I'm not the one. I'm too unconventional. I don't have the same set of values as her. I have very, you know, he could be, duplicit. He could be operating from a space of duplicity. There's a word that I was going to use, but I didn't want to mispronounce it. So I'm hearing it in my head because they're telling me to channel it. Duplicitous. Is it duplicitous? I know it's duplicity is the behavior. Duplicity is like double life, kind of. It's like living a double life or being deceitful, double dealing. That's what duplicity means. Contradictory doubleness of thought. It doesn't always have to be I'm trying to hurt you, I'm trying to be malicious. Sometimes it's that the thought pattern can deceive someone. I'm gonna read this because this is the word. See, they wanted me to. I'm channeling this word, so I'm channeling the word duplicity here. So it says here, contradictory doubleness of thought. It means double. The word duplicity, the root word of duplicity is double. It says contradictory doubleness of thought, speech, or action. The simplicity and openness of their lives brought out for him the duplicity that laid at the bottom of ours. The belying of one's true intentions by deceptive words or deceptive actions. The quality of being double or twofold. Duplicity behavior means doubleness. He's being duplicitous. This is the word. Actions contradict. In duplicitous, you can see the word duplicity, which means doubleness. Someone who is duplicitous is almost like two people saying one thing, but doing something very different, even contradictory. Okay, why am I bringing this up? Because he is pretending that he is in a mutual symbiotic relationship, right? Y'all see the word. But Spirit is saying he's not in a mutual symbiotic. Spirit is saying that he is with somebody that he knows is not the one for him, but he's staying. And that's what's making him deceptive. So I just need y'all to understand this. Okay? And it could be a present relationship. Some of you guys, this is someone you was dealing with. Some of you guys, this is someone you're currently dealing with now. They're being duplicitous. Now I'm saying it right. Duplicitous. Okay. Hey, Lost Girl. Hey, Ed. Now I'm saying the word right. Okay, because I was overthinking it. That's why I couldn't say it. And that's okay. We make mistakes. I'm not perfect. So I'm not tripping off of me not being able to say the word duplicitous. I knew what the word was, but I was overthinking the pronunciation of it. So that's what made me mess it up. But this duplicitous person is thinking about reflecting on his duplicitous behavior because he knows he's living a lie. He's living a double life, doubling. He's doing one thing, right, or saying one thing, but it contradicts something, right? It's contradicting how he truly feels. Because Spirit is telling me someone does not express how they truly feel. They're being duplicitous. They're acting in this energy of the Seven of Swords, deception. Let's talk about this Knight of Swords now. Why is the Knight of Swords reversed? New beginning. See, he's afraid to let something fucking go. Because let me tell you, whatever this shit is that he's afraid to let go, It's not going to be let go of until he comes out of this denial energy. The moon, okay? And this is indicative of a fear. Now, whatever this is that needs to be exposed, or this deception, because the moon talks about deception too, right? It has to be exposed. He has to come out of denial, or something needs to be exposed. Spirit says he needs to cut something out so that there could be a new beginning, but he's not doing that. He's being duplicitous. Why is he not doing it? See, he's thinking about you, but he's not coming towards you. But see, oh, there we go. There we go, Spirit. Now we talking. What is the truth? See, I'm telling you, the truth. Oh, Spirit saying the truth is this is what he's reflecting on. Spirit says, I heard loud and clear, and I didn't hear anything. It's like my gift is clear cognizance. So when I say I know, I can hear my thoughts. Basically, it's saying, in my mind, I'm living a lie. I'm living a lie. I'm living a whole lie. And I'm finding out the truth about that. So what's the truth? And we already saw what the truth was. We both know I'm not the one. Because I said, what is he afraid of? I was assuming that this could be you. It could be, right? It could be that he's realizing that he's not the one for you. Or he's realizing that somebody else that he's current. Because this is a relationship. Okay? Two of Cups is right here. So if you're not with this person, then it would be whoever they're dealing with. Okay? And for some of you guys, it could be you guys. It could be you if you're dealing with somebody. It doesn't have to be, like I said, it could be somebody else you're connecting to or have connected to. But what this is telling me is that in the present moment, this masculine is realizing that they've been living a lie. Okay? This card flipped and I didn't see it. We have unexpected. Unexpected people, messages, or events. Okay? Something unexpected just took place. And this is a liar in a center card too. Somebody could have been lying. And that lie is being exposed. And that could be this duplicitous man is being exposed. Or like I said, he's realizing that he's exposing himself. Like, you've been living a whole lie. You've been out here pretending. Okay? Pretending to do what though? What have you been pretending to do? That he was an energetic match to someone. See, he's pretending that somebody's his energetic match, but he knows he's not the one. Do you hear me? He knows he's not the one. Now, I'm not, a lot of people like to hear those fluff readings. They like to hear the readings that this person's going to, come back and they're going to, they love you and it's going to be butterflies and rainbow. That's the kind of readings I do. I don't do those type of readings. The energy is very clear here. So I asked, what's the truth? Or what's the lie? What has he been lying about? He's been lying about someone being his energetic match, but knowing that he ain't the fucking one. So it's right here. Knight of Swords, King of Swords. He's elevating from the knight to the king. But he's doing it, but what he's elevating into is the fact that he has been fucking deceptive. He's clear on that. I'm clear on the fact that I've been a liar and a fucking sinner. He's reflecting. He's thinking. Clarify, what is he thinking about? What is he thinking about, King of Swords? I know exactly what I was doing. Y'all, if you're in a relationship, take heed of this message. Okay? Or if this is a person you were connecting to, I just said he is clear that he has been living a whole lie. He is clear that he has been a liar. He is clear that he has been the duplicitous. He is clear that he has been living in some sort of self-deception because of some unconventional beliefs or an inability to follow the fucking rules. I knew exactly what the fuck I was doing. I said, what is he thinking? That I knew what I was fucking doing. Bottom of the deck. You and I were too young. Yeah, I was in the Knight of fucking Swords energy. But now I'm moving into the King. So when he moves into the King, right? What happens here? And we already know that he has clarity. What happens when you move into the King status? I mean, you're starting to think like a king. I'm wondering about you now. So this is letting me know that he's dealing with somebody else. Because see, you don't know how hard it was to let you go. Now, this could be part of the deception. The deception could be that he's acting as if he don't give a fuck about you. He's acting like he don't want to talk to you. He's acting like he's living his bestest life with somebody else. But we already know he's been thinking about you. That's the duplicity for some of you guys. He's acting. He's acting. It ain't real because he can't let you go. But he's pretending, right? Living a lie. And it could be that he thought that he wasn't the one. Like, you don't have the same beliefs or values. I'm not the one. You're a goody two shoe. You want to do spiritual shit. You want to eat healthy. You want to, live a straightforward lifestyle. I want to party. I want to do drugs. I want to sleep around. I want to be free. You know what I'm saying? You don't got. Oh, no. I want you to be my side bitch. And you weren't aligned to this. You weren't mutually symbiotic to him. So he thought, well, she don't want to do what I want to do. She don't want to believe what I believe. She don't have the same values as me. So maybe I'm just not the one for her. A lie. Spirit is telling me that this masculine was afraid of embracing and elevating to a certain set of standards, unspoken rules, not the rules that he's learned, not the rules that he was conditioned to believe, but, integrity. And this is why I said that, I gave you examples like friend code, right? Friend code, I scratch my back, you scratch my back, or you're my friend, I'm not going to talk to your boyfriend. Those are unspoken rules. You don't need to tell somebody, don't talk behind me, behind my back. You're not supposed to have to tell your friend that. It's an unspoken rule. It should be a given that you're my friend. Don't go talk shit behind my back. I'm not saying that people don't do it. I'm just saying that there's unspoken rules that people follow. And this person, this masculine, because this is about a masculine, doesn't follow those types of rules. He follows his own set of rules because he's a rebel. Hierophant in reverse. Let's talk about the Hierophant in reverse spirit. He does what he wants to do. He's that man that's married but wants to sleep around. He's the man that wants to cut corners, right? And it could be a woman for some of you guys, okay? Or if you're a man watching, the duplicity or this lie is that you thought somebody was your energetic match. But the clarity that you're getting if you're a man watching is that somebody's not the one for you. Like this whole time, you had this belief that this person's for me, this is the person I want to be with. And we see that there's something unconventional about this belief. And then you have this realization that, no, this is not the person for me. So that could be if you're a man watching. But I'm talking to my femmes, okay? My feminines, not femmes, but my feminines, because, that word may mean something else for certain people, see? So what he was lying to himself about being happy. He thought, well, if I stay in this relationship because of rule structures or unspoken rules even, because the unspoken rule for him could be, I gotta stay, because I got kids with her, and if I don't want another man to be around my kids, you know, or I don't want another man to sleep with my baby mama. Or another unspoken rule would be that, you know, oh, you know, if I leave her, my parents will be disappointed in me, or my friendship group or my social media will look down on me, because then, you know, that duplicity will be revealed, right? If I divorce her, the lie will be revealed. Because remember, I told you that there's a lie being revealed. It's going to be fucking revealed. This is the underbelly. And no matter what the fuck he tries to do, his duplicity must be revealed. That is the truth. That's what he's finding out. In order for him to have change, because that's what he desires, the lie has to be revealed. He doesn't want it to be revealed. He doesn't want everybody to know that he was in an unfulfilled relationship, that he was unhappy. He doesn't want everybody to know that he don't have the money that he says he has. He doesn't want people to know that he's not as rich as he portrays to be on social media. He don't want people to know that he broke, or he's doing drugs, or he's a cheater. Right? Because if I leave her and I go be with this other bitch, they're gonna be like, oh, wait a minute, what happened? You was married. I thought you was happily married, and who's this other woman? Because if he go dealing with this other woman, there's a truth that's going to be exposed. He leaves, a truth is being exposed. Okay, and whoever's exposing that truth, okay, it could just be by the act of leaving, you know, because his lie, his double life, his contradictory behavior. I'm the perfect husband, you know, I'm a family guy, you know, I come home, I take care of my kids, I take care of mine, and then boom, but I'm unhappy. And what happens if I what happens if I leave? The world's gonna know that I was being duplicitous. Everybody's gonna know that I was pretending. So he's afraid of that exposure, whatever that lie is. But that's what it's letting you know this man is unfulfilled, and he knows that somebody's not for him. Why does he stay? Why does he stay though? Why does he stay? Or why does he pretend? Because he's afraid of loss. He doesn't want to lose. He's afraid of what might happen if he makes this change, if he goes towards what he really wants, if he does what he really wants to do, if he rebels, Hierophant in reverse, and doesn't follow the rules. I'm afraid. What if I don't follow the rules? What if I get a divorce? You know, maybe he believes that divorce is bad, right? Maybe that's his religious belief, that you're not allowed to get a divorce. A lot of religious people don't believe in divorce, right? They feel like God frowns upon divorce. What if that's what he believes, right? But he wants to go against that belief. What if he believes in polygamy, but he's afraid of what people might think about him? Or what if he wants to be with the same sex? He's afraid, right? Because he's living a double life. Whatever that is. Okay, y'all know y'all masculines better than me. But Spirit says, you know, he's having a hard time letting something go because he's afraid of loss. So it says financial turmoil, a job loss, not being able to control money, or having to work really hard to make ends meet. He feels like staying in a relationship or staying in this duplicitous attitude is going to make his life easier. And I heard cheaper to keep her. It's cheaper to keep her, Magic. That's why I'm not moving out of that relationship. I'm not happy there. But if I leave her, I'm going to experience a lot of loss. Because if I leave her, all the lies must be exposed. Okay. Let's look at the future. So, you know, we know that he knows exactly what he's doing. We know that he's finding out the truth. Oh, Spirit says, wait a minute. This is not just his truth. We both know I'm not the one for you. He's finding out the secret about somebody else. Ooh, what's the secret? Spirit says not just his lies, but somebody else's lies. And that's why he knows. That's why the moon is reversed. That's why the page of arms is reversed. And that's why the nine of wands is reversed, because this is the release. This is the letting the fuck go. And it ain't working no more. It's dead. Death, rebirth. Clarify nine of wands in reverse. Because there's another lie. And it's not just his lie. Sacred sexuality is the nine of wands. That is the sacral chakra. That is trusting. I'm going to clarify that because that card can allude to a lot of things. Because if you read what it says this connection has the potential for sacred tantric alchemy. And tantric alchemy talks about physicality. It does. It talks about physicality. Touching, feeling, intimacy. But it also ties to the sacral chakra. Intimacy doesn't always have to be physical, right? But this card is implying that there's something tantric. I got to look up the word tantric because I want to expound on that because, like I said, some of you guys haven't been sleeping with this person that I'm referring to. Some of you guys have. Tantric. I'm still taking orders, by the way, but I just have to get this collective out. I don't want to look at just the word tantric as far as sex, because that's what it is usually in relation to sex. But I want to look at the word tantric as far as what it means in general. What does tantric mean? The word tantric means relating to or involving the doctrines or principle of the Hindu or Buddhist tantras, in particular the use of mantras, meditation, yoga, and ritual. See, this is why I had to clarify it, because it does relate to physicality, but it doesn't always have to be physical. So it says tantra is in relationship to esoteric traditions of Hinduism and Buddhism, right? And they have tantric sex, but what if you don't have sex, right? What if you don't have sex? So meditation. So in all essence, tantra is a practice that combines movement, breath, meditation, sound to assist the chakra systems within the body to open. This is why I'm always talking about the sacral chakra. This is about the opening of the sacral chakra. This is about letting go of the baggage of the chip on the shoulder, the resistance, the wall, dropping the walls, and being open to a transmutation. The alchemy refers to transmuting of fear, transmuting the inability to open up by exposing whatever was causing the fear in the first place. What's causing you to live duplicitous? What's causing you to avoid? What is this deception? It could be self-deception. Now we're talking about another person, but a lot of times when we close off, right? We shut down or we don't trust. It's because we're afraid, right? We don't feel safe. What is intimacy? Some people are okay with physical intimacy. There's people that like boundaries, but people that have boundaries and people that have fears, right? Usually you try to protect yourself. Usually you want to feel safe. So there's this inclination that this person doesn't feel safe to make this decision. We saw that he had to make a decision. He had to become the King of Wands. He can't just be thinking all the time. He has to do something. When I talked about the King of Wands in the beginning, it's about taking some sort of action. He's afraid of trusting his intuition, or he's afraid of the unknown, and he's afraid of becoming independent. Okay. So transmutation and alignment and opening of the chakras, right? And it says this opening allows dormant energy known as Kundalini to move up from the pelvis along the spine. What he was doing was he was partaking in an unconventional way. And he had to learn the lessons of Mars. And that card's going to come out. And he had to learn sacred sexuality versus an unconventional set of principles, practices. And I want you guys to remember that word, and doctrines, because this is what this is. Principles, values, and beliefs. Same thing. Principles. Be careful of people that say, I'm a person of principles, because that don't mean you got good principles. You may have a set of principles that will work for me, partner. Hey, Asia. Oh, you booked? Thank you. I appreciate that. You know, you may have a set of principles that don't work for me, partner. You know, the principle that says I'm married, but I want to still sleep with you. What's the principle? Well, my principle is I'm not leaving my family. But what about the fact that you use me or have sex with me? What about that principle? See, beliefs, values, and beliefs. Beliefs, values, and feelings, doctrines, principles. All of this ties into the Hierophant. So being that we have sacred sexuality here, clarifying the Nine of Wands, it means that he is finally going to overcome an obstacle. And that obstacle is adapting new principles, new values, and being able to practice mindfulness, being mindful of his behavior, feeling safe, engaging in all his senses, not only operating from one chakra. You know, sometimes people operate from the solar plexus. They're stuck in flat or lower chakras like base, sacral, and the solar plexus. But sometimes those chakras are blocked, okay? And when those chakras are blocked, you usually have someone operating from fight or flight, only operating from animalistic instincts, being very calculated, operating from a space where I have to be calculated, I have to be deceptive in order to protect myself. I got to protect myself. Protect yourself from what? You know, being lied to, you know, having someone take advantage of me. So what do they do in turn? They take advantage of you first. They hurt you first. They leave you first. They lie to you first. Because if they have that control, you can't hurt them. You can't permeate that wall that they put up. But let's talk about the exposure of the truth, because Spirit says there's somebody else lies that has been or will be exposed. So let's talk about this Seven of Swords a little bit. Let's go deeper into the Seven of Swords. We have a soul tie, and we have this connection has a very strong empathic, telepathic soul bond. And then we have trigger. So what is being triggered here? Clarify that. Telepathy. Why is Seven of Swords being triggered by telepathy? Because they can't stop fucking thinking about you. Remember, sevens are cards of reflection. We already know that this king, masculine, is reflecting. He's in the Seven of Swords, because a lot of people talk about, oh, the Seven of Swords is a bad card. Because you don't know how to fucking read. That's why. That's why you think it's a bad card. It's about being calculated. It's about intelligence. It's about being in the mind. Not always deception. It could be deception, but it's not always deception. It's just not revealing. Okay? This is about seeking the truth. And sometimes the truth is being hidden, okay, for a reason. And what he's hiding is that he can't stop thinking about you. He's not acting like it, though. He's acting like the King of Swords. He's acting nonchalant. He's acting like he don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? He's acting like, or he could be acting like he's telling you the truth, you know, and he could be lying. But we see that he can't stop thinking about you. So we're tapping into the thought process because we already got the clarity that this is his thoughts. We already got the clarity that he got fucking trust issues. He's already thinking that you guys don't have the same set of values and beliefs. He's already thinking that he's not the one for you, right? But he's also having a revelation that somebody else is not the one either, and that he's unhappy. And what he's also hiding from you is that he's not happy that you're not with him. because your values say, hey, I'm going to set a fucking boundary. I'm not going to have sex with you. That's your value. Some of you guys, because of this value, because you're setting a boundary, this is why he has to be in this energy. He has to be deceptive because he feels like this is the only way he'll be able to get close to you. He doesn't feel safe being honest with his feelings. So he has to be duplicitous. So some of you guys, this person's being duplicitous because this is the only way they feel safe. That they can keep you. Right? I gotta lie to her and I gotta make her think something to keep her from leaving me. But what really keeps him from taking action is because he's intimidated. He's avoiding you. Because, yeah, he made mistakes. He lied. Beware. Okay? Some of you guys, this is a warning to beware of this man. Because some of you guys, this man wants to come in. But you may need to be aware of him. Okay? Or this is just, things are not what they seem. This is what this card talks about. Things are not what it seems. Yeah, it isn't, because you don't even know that this man is thinking about you so hard, because he's not acting like he cares. He's not talking. He's not coming forward. Okay. And some of you guys, this man is being duplicitous. Okay. Be careful not to make the same mistake when it comes to this man. But for the majority of you, this is this man having the realization that he made a fucking mistake. Okay. And that he may have misjudged the situation, or he may have been in this duplicitous energy of self-deception to where he now realizes, damn, I was being cautious, but that was a fucking mistake. I was being too careful. I was not committing myself, right? Because it says don't make any type of financial commitments, but this is about him being afraid of commitment in general. I didn't commit myself, right? Because the last time I committed myself, it was a mistake. The last time I thought somebody was a mutual symbiotic, Hierophant in reverse, and was loyal and did the right things and followed the fucking rules, that didn't fucking work out. I had a loss. I realized that person's not the fucking one for me. So now, if I come towards you, what if that happens again? Okay, that's somebody's thought process out there. Hey, Moonchild. What if that happens again? Clarify, beware, and mistakes. Clarify, beware, and mistakes. Clarify, beware, and mistakes. We need to let each other go. I'm not available. I mean, yeah, he isn't. But remember, we know that he has clarity that somebody's not the one for him. Who? Who does he need to let go of? We attract soulmates based on the lessons we need for growth. Divine intervention. This is what this is. He had to reflect and realize that, okay, because remember I talked about reflecting, thinking, pondering. That's all this is what this is referring to. He had to think about a situation and see, it says, is this situation hindering or supporting? The universe says we came with divine intervention here. This is what this card is talking about. He's accepting something, right? What is he accepting? What is he accepting? See? Told you. Denial, illusions, and deception by self or by another person. I told you guys that. Either he's realizing his own fucking deception, or, like I said, the Seven of Swords could be that other person. It doesn't have to be you, because a lot of you guys are not even talking to your person. then this is in the present moment. And that's why I said that for some of you guys, this is him realizing that he was lying to himself. Who does he need to let go of? And why does he know that he needs to come out of this fucking denial? We already know because he's fucking unhappy. Come out of denial. You're unhappy. You're unhappy with not talking to the person you really want to be with, or you're unhappy with that person that you're pretending with. Okay? Who does this person need to let go of? Show me. He wants forgiveness. That's what that we need to let each other go card is about. Forgiveness, forgiving each other. What is he in denial about? What is he in denial about? Why he hasn't come in? He hasn't had the clarity, right? Or he was in denial about not knowing. He knew exactly what he was doing because he told us. Why were you avoiding? Why were you unavailable? Why did you leave? Why did you ghost me? Why did you stop talking to me? He knew. He had the clarity why he did it. And then we have renew and adventure. He did it because of the third party, but now he's getting clarity about this third party. Spirit saying the clarity that he's getting is that there's a radical attraction and sexual pull that comes with inconsistency. And then we have a theme of freedom or detachment. A theme of freedom or commitment. It says no expectations are the best expectations to have. And this is coming up with a third party. Spirit, tell me about this third party. Tell me about this third party. Unexpected. Some of you guys, this person is being duplicitous because they're going towards another person. Okay, or they had a relationship with someone new. Or they have some sort of unexpected thing happen with this other person that they're dealing with, this new love. Okay. Let me clear the table a little bit. So this person say, I'm not available. I feel like this person is still in denial for some of you guys, and they're dealing with somebody new. It's a third party that they know is not the one, but they're dealing with them because they still have some sort of belief system that they need to overcome. They need to be honest with themselves, or some sort of truth will be exposed to them. They know that someone's not an energetic match, but they choose to be with that person. Okay. Some of them do believe that you're not the one, or they're not the one for you. Some of them believe that for real. And that's okay that they believe that, because it may be true. Because this person is coming up as a liar and a sinner. But I want to tap into this external party situation here. External party, unexpected, and then the bottom of the deck, this is the underbelly, new love. There's some sort of unexpected new love situation, okay? Or there's a new unexpected new. So, or this could mean that there is something unexpected or tower happening with a third party, which is opening up the door for a new love. Okay, let's see. Or a new phase in love, right? So if it's not a new love, this would be a new phase, like a new cycle. Thank you for your patience. I'm going to get to the readings. If you book, please let my moderators know. Hey, sweet Gemini. Okay. Clarify new love. Tell me how you feel about this new love. Now, some of you guys in the present moment, you're finding out that somebody has been duplicitous, and you're finding out that this person was living a double life or was contradicting themselves, contradicting what they were saying or what they have been saying to you. Okay, this is the present moment. That's why I'm saying that for some of you guys, this is a warning And others of you guys, they're telling you why somebody, this is telling you why somebody hasn't communicated. Okay. But they know. So before I show you this card that flipped, this unexpected thing could be happening in the present moment. It could be happening soon where you're finding out somebody's lying. So when I clarify new love, it says, I hid who I really am for you. And I had a feeling that this is going to be implying that some of you guys better be careful. This person's hiding. Bottom of the deck, I remember the details of that day. I hid who I really am. Clarify new love. Clarify new love. I'm not going to take these two. I'm going to reshuffle. Clarify new love. There we go. I'm so attracted to you. Wow. Okay. So tell me about this. See, he can't stop thinking about this new love interest. And you could be the new love. But the duplicity is that this person's in another relationship if you're the new love. I can't stop thinking about you. What's this unexpected energy about? I couldn't let you get close to me. Why? Because he's hiding. Okay. What's third party? Clarify third party. Okay. There we go. Thank you, Spirit. So this person is letting go of the third party because for the most part, like I said, the truth, the clarity, what he's clear about is that the third party is the person that he needs to let go of. Okay. The truth is that he wants to have a new phase in love with you, but he's hiding that. That's because he's still in this duplicitous energy. Remember, I'm still working on the present moment. I haven't tackled the future potential because I want to break down and make sure that you guys are not walking into another self-sabotaging cycle, right? And I'm saying self-sabotaging cycle because that would imply that you're not learning your lessons. So he's realizing that he needs to let this third party person go. Unexpectedly, unexpected could be that he has the expectation that you're not going to let him get close. Okay. Or he can't let you get close. Why does he have this expectation? I couldn't let you get close. Why? Yeah. So he doesn't want you to get too close because we already know he's emotionally unavailable. We already know he's detached. We already know he's avoiding. He couldn't let you get close because of the fear factor, the moon. Clarify the moon. Clarify the moon. Clarify the moon in reverse. See, the moon energy is, I can't get you out of my mind. He's operating from a state of being in denial, but now he's coming out of denial. He's come because he's transitioning from the knight to the sword. Some of you guys, your person's still in this energy of the knight, but he's moving into the king. Okay, which is good. It's a good sign. But Spirit just wants us to break down what's going on with this masculine, what his thought processes are, why he's behaving the way he's behaving. Because at some point, he thought somebody was a fucking mutual fucking audit, and they weren't. They weren't. They were just a lesson. Tell me about unexpected. What's this unexpected? No, not this deck. Spirit says use this deck. What's this unexpected situation? And that could be that beware card. That's that Seven of Swords. Beware is Seven of Swords for me in this business deck. Clarify. Okay, independent. Unexpectedly, he became single. Something happened that's making him single. Let's make sure he's single. We have Two of Cups, Four of Swords, and the Hermit. Yeah. I have Virgo energy now. Some sort of truth is being revealed. Clarify independent. And this could also be him gaining the courage. Yeah, Four of Cups. The devil. He's releasing it. He's releasing the fear. He's overcoming the challenge. Okay, Seven of Wands, standing his ground. He's not being a fool anymore. He's not being gullible anymore. Okay, he's seeing something from a different perspective now. But he's on a timeout because he's reflecting. The Hangman. He's not coming towards you. There's a wait because he's still conflicted. Remember, he's still in that duplicitous energy. He's feeling too that you may reject him. independent. It says your freedom will come with being able to stand alone. Yeah, he becomes single. Can we clarify that independence card? Show me a single card. And that could be why the Nine of Swords is here. Yeah, the Judgment card. Yep, King of Cups. Now he's operating from heart. Or he will, okay? Or he will operate from heart. Following his heart, listening to his intuition, making the decision. So there is going to be some sort of judgment, and it is going to be called by the universe. Judgment's being called because of a set of decisions or a set of beliefs that didn't serve him anymore. So there needed to be a series of events to get him in this judgment energy. And judgment is also a card of reflecting, self-assessment. Learning the lesson, reflecting on the decisions that were made, reflecting on the experiences, and, finally being able to let everything go and move forward. So what the decision is, he is going to choose to become independent, and he is going into this King of Cups energy, which is also an energy of self-isolation. It's an energy of love, having maybe a realization that he's in love too. Clarify King of Cups. Thinking. Get out your head and get into your heart. Yeah. And I already told you that this is him operating from the heart. Moving out of the head, right? The King of Swords, and moving into the King of Cups and following his heart. Tell me more about his heart space. Realizing who the real mutual symbiotic is. And who is that? You. Now let's talk about the future. And remember when I said lessons of Mars is going to come out? He learned his lesson. Remember when I said the Hierophant is ruled by Mars? If you were paying attention, you would have caught that. Remember when I said lessons of Mars is going to come out? He didn't learn it in the past, but he's learning it in the present. Okay. And because he's learning this lesson, he's going to change his thoughts. He's going to move into his heart. He's going to come out of denial. He's going to come out of this duplicitous energy, and he's going to face the fucking truth. There's somebody that he thought was a mutual symbiotic or an energetic match. It could have been a newer person. It could have been somebody he was married to. Whatever his beliefs are, those beliefs are changing because he's moving into his heart space. And what he's realizing is that at some point he didn't think you were the one, but now he realizes you're the only one. And now he wants another fucking chance, or will want another chance to make things right with you. Okay, I got you. Okay, let me wrap it up. Are you guys following along? Lessons of Mars. Challenges. Change, but they bring change. Judgment talks about harsh lessons. Divine judgment by the universe. We already saw that the universe had to intervene. Some of you guys, your person in the present moment got a lesson because they had started to deal with a new person. They had started to deal with somebody and they were being duplicitous. They were being the Seven of Swords energy. They were, they were being deceptive. But because they got a harsh lesson, because they're going to have a tower, boom, they're realizing, oh shit. And that oh shit moment is going to be very, some of you guys, this is happening to a current partner. Okay, so someone is lying to you right now in the present moment. Others of you guys who haven't spoken to your person, this is happening with them and another woman. And it could be a newer woman. It could be someone that they were married to. It doesn't really fucking matter. All that matters is that is what's going to be the catalyst for them to finally get the fucking lesson. Okay. And the present moment could be all of this year. Okay. All of this, the year of 2021. Maybe by the end of this year, they'll get it. Let's look at the future, and then let's move into the paid readings. I know that was a long collective, but I don't mind diving in deeper and deeper. We have Temperance in reverse. I didn't acknowledge it, but in the reverse, Temperance talks about bad behavior. It talks about a lack of balance. It talks about incompatibility. It talks about doing something in excess. It also talks about a lack of patience. But for me, on a higher octave, right? Because I operate from higher octave when I read. It talks about cleansing of karma. Because how does the scales get balanced? We talk about, some of you guys, if you guys are into Egyptian mythology, you hear Maat. And, Maat, is all about fairness. When I think about the judgment card, I always think about Maat, judgment, justice, all the karma cards. In Maat, the mythology talks about how she's going to weigh your heart against a feather to see if your heart is light as a feather before you could enter the afterworld, right? And this is why I talked about divine judgment, being judged based off of your actions. So the outcome, 3 of Swords. Let's get a clarifier. Severance. 9 of Wands. Beautiful. Unexpected change for the better. People look at this card and automatically say, this is the player. This is unexpected change for the better. This person's happy. Celebrating. Unexpected change for the better. You're coming out of this, I'm fucking sad, I'm miserable, I'm crying, I'm screaming, I'm in pain, and you're moving into this energy. Don't, when you see a reader say that this is the player every single reading, that's a red flag. Okay? I'm being honest. Okay? Just remember that. And if you read like that, you need to go back and read some more about this card. All right? And that's no shade. That's just real shit. Unexpected change. Let's clarify it. We have parenthood. It says, spend more time with your inner child and reconnect with that young curiosity. Somebody is going to come out of this place of mourning, grieving, crying, hurt, and be now having fun. There's a renewal taking place. This is a change for the better. This is a renewal coming out of a space of feeling hurt. And it says, don't forget to nurture and treat yourself while you work hard towards your goals. And it says you're patient, nurturing, and warm nature will make you a great caregiver or a parent. But I'm looking at this as nurturing your inner child and coming back into feeling young again, happy, explorative, not just refined to a certain set of rules and standards that keep you stuck rigid. Remember, we're still talking about your masculine. So your masculine's moving into this 9 of Wands energy. Does this make him a player? If your masculine's single, it means that he's exploring things to make him happy, or he's going to take an optimistic approach. Okay? Take an optimistic approach. Take a positive approach to make change, to take action. Okay? To renew a renewed sense of hope, courage. Clarify? Recognition. Told you. So now I want to say this, okay? I want to say this. Whatever you're working on will now win you the respect of others. Can we break down the 9 of Wands? So what he's recognizing is that his inner child was wounded and that he was mistaking true love to addiction to being, he had an addiction to recognition, meaning that someone here at some point needed some sort of external validation. Okay. And that could be tied to this past energy of the Hierophant, social constructs, unspoken and spoken rules and beliefs and conditioning and worrying about family and friends and what would social media think, right? So there was this addiction, and the addiction could have been looking for love in all the wrong fucking places, right? But that's what the Nine of Wands does. The Nine of Wands does what feels good. He's very spontaneous. This is a very spontaneous energy. This is following his passion, going after what you want. This card is very positive. Okay. Don't look at it as negative. It's about doing what makes you happy. So this person has to overcome an addiction in order to have true love. And what the addiction is what this card is implying is that there was a wounded inner child. Somebody was heartbroken. But the heartbreak is ending because there's an unexpected change. Clarify? And in this Three of Swords could represent you, okay, Three of Swords in reverse. No longer you're not feeling betrayed anymore. You're not feeling hurt. See, lessons of Jupiter. And this is why this is here, because this is tied to Sagittarius energy, truth seeker. This is a positive way of being rebellious. This is doing what you want based off of truth, not based off of what other people want you to do, what other people think you should do. This is based off of your heart. Mind, body, and soul is in alignment. Align and demonstrate the new values, because Sagittarius is tied to Jupiter, right? This is Jupiter I believe this is Jupiter in Sagittarius, if I'm not mistaken. So this is learning new values, learning new ways, new beliefs. Remember, we started off with some sort of belief system that was unconventional. Now we have someone here, expressing values, beliefs, and learning new ways, okay? Being open to new ways. And this is what this Nine of Wands is representing. And this is gaining someone recognition, okay? Or they're recognizing that they need to come out of, this energy of being playful, and they need to move into the King of Wands, which we did see. Let's see. Clarify recognition. We have the Knight of Pentacles in the World card. Okay, this is an ending of a stalemate in the Queen of Cups. Okay, this is just the same storyline. That's that external party. Some of you guys, the third party they have kids with, it's a baby mama, or it's just a very playful, childish relationship. Tell me about the Knight of Pentacles. Green light. Beautiful. Manifesting. Communication. Someone finally putting an end to a set of unrealistic beliefs, okay? Unrealistic relationship, an unrealistic reason for why they don't release the past. That's ending. Someone's changing the narrative to their story. They're releasing somebody because it says be the energy you want to attract, right? Recognizing, wanting recognition for the right type of energies. Coming out of the Three of Swords. This is the green light. This is a green light card. This is a go for it. Somebody's about to go for something. And what they may be going for is communicating. They want to break a pattern of being in a stalemate. Okay, Nine of Pentacles. This could be a return. Okay. This could be finally breaking free of something that has been keeping someone blocked. And this is maybe time for some emotional healing. And that's what this is. So this is an alignment. Right? This is what this is saying to me. Three of Swords in reverse. So it says, maybe time for some emotional healing or releasing of the past. Yes, somebody's releasing a cycle. And what they're releasing is some sort of unrealistic set of beliefs, unrealistic expectations that have been hindering a goal, hindering recognition. So who's in this energy of now releasing this block? Who's releasing this block? Who's releasing this block? And why is this outcome, Yeah, releasing, not being able to speak up. Because I feel like the Knight of Wands is that unexpected change. That is that communication coming in. Someone finally being able to express themselves. We have divine intervention. We have someone that's not being honest and withholding. We already saw that there was going to be an ending. And then we have parasitic symbiotic. We have divine feminine. And then we have take a chance. And then we have new beginning. And then we have completion of a cycle finally. So this masculine is going to let go of a parasitic symbiotic. I already told you how the story before I got to the future potential. And they're going to take a chance. So this is what the outcome is saying. Someone's going to finally take a chance, come out their comfort zone, and have a new beginning. Okay? Because they're recognizing, okay, the behavior. They're recognizing what was wrong, what they were doing wrong. Now, there could be this period of time while your person is independent, that they're still explorative, they're still learning. The divine has already told us that they're going to intervene and reveal deception. We already talked about that. And reveal that somebody's in a one-sided relationship. They have already told us that this person's going to come out of this repression or duplicitous attitude where they've been stuck in some sort of unrealistic, or they've been stuck in denial. And we already know that there's going to be a completion of a cycle, because that's the only way this new beginning can take place. Okay. So feminine, what does the feminine need to know about the future potential? Now, some of you guys, like I said, some of you guys, this is a warning that you may be dealing with somebody that is duplicitous, that, you may be in a relationship with, but what's being exposed to you is that this person's not forthcoming. We have the Queen of Cups and the Two of Swords and the Lovers, a decision. Someone has to take off their blind fucking fold and see the truth. Queen of Cups. Yeah, we have rejection. Okay, someone here is releasing rejection or realizing that something that didn't work out was divine protection. We have a new cycle with doing things differently. And then we have a new phase. This is the same energy. I feel like your person is rejecting one person, rejecting a set of beliefs, and rejecting a set of values, rejecting a set of constructs or rules. And they're doing things differently now. And they want a new phase. And this could even be you, okay? And this new phase is going to change beliefs, values, and going to let you be more open to attracting a relationship that's mutual. But we already saw that the masculine is the one that's having this realization that they want a mutual symbiotic partnership. So final message before we go into paid readings is, what does the feminine need to know? Heart chakra. It says, awaken your heart and let love in. This person is coming back and they're going to want another chance. So your advice is to let love in. Give them a chance. Take a chance, feminine. We saw that. Part of your lesson, and I kept focusing on the masculine, but the same applies to you. Everything I said about the masculine applies to you. Set of beliefs, values, those are changing. All of you guys should be able to see these changes in yourself, and I was having a conversation earlier with my friend, and we talked about this, about values changing, beliefs changing, the way, you operated in the past. You're not operating like that. You're going to have a decision to make, and you're going to have some sort of opportunity for a relationship, and there will be a completion of challenges. So when you get to this point, you're not going to have the same challenges that you once had in relationships. Your relationship will be, I don't want to use the word easy, because I don't want to give you an unrealistic expectation, but yeah, it will be easier. You know what I'm saying? Easier. It won't be as straining or draining or inconsistent. Okay. So your person's going to come back and want to apologize to you. Tell us about the future. What are you going to do in the future? Where I'm going to heal. Okay, what else are you going to do in the future when it comes to the divine feminine? What else are you going to do? I'm becoming a better person. I can't make this shit up. What else are you going to do? I look for you everywhere because you were the best thing in my life. They're going to look for you. Okay? And they're not going to want to let you go. Because they're saying that you don't know how hard it was. They're not going to want to let you go. Are you going to come back around to reconcile in the future? I'm thinking about it. I'm wishing. So they're wishing they could take back their words because they regret lying. Like I said, duplicitous, deception, denial. We talked about this. Will you try to reconcile in the future? I wish I could take back my words. They keep saying the same shit. Feminine. Some of you guys are going to move towards somebody new. Okay. Clarify, I wish I could take back my words. Ask for help. They're going to gain a new perspective with the help of their spiritual team. The reconciliation is still up in the air. It's not written in stone, meaning that it could change. So that outcome can change, okay? But there will be help. Okay, that's the collective. Thank you. All right, let's get started on the personal readings. Thank y'all for sitting through that, but I feel like that was necessary. You're welcome. If you're a man, don't fall for the okie doke, okay? Because there's a Sagittarius. There's all signs came up. I didn't go into signs because I wanted to keep it a little bit general. I could have specified who was dealing with who. I didn't do that in that reading. But I will say this. Some of you guys are going to cut this person off when they come back. They just needed to learn the lesson. That was your mission. Not necessarily like, oh, I'm going to take you back, but they have to learn that you were the best thing. And their karma is losing you. Okay. Anyways, let's get started. Okay, first person on the list. Who has the list? Oh, Dominique, Asia, Vanessa, and Moonchild. Okay, Dominique, you